We had posted a notice of public hearing and gone through the steps to try to make that happen. I can talk loud. But anyway, and there's quite a bit of advertising that's required in order to have a roll forward, which is what we were attempting. However, we found out that the newspaper, even though it was requested, and I provided a copy in your packet today, Shaquilla added that to your, correct, Shaquilla? To your information. We did request that it be advertised twice. We did have a confirmation from the newspaper that it would be advertised twice, but in getting copies of those ads, they did only run it once, and he's apologized for the error, has also offered us the potential of possibly some free services, and he's going to get back with me on that. But due to that fact, we will not be able to have this hearing, and we will not be able to do the roll forward. So the first part, the hearing is moot.
Any questions? Any questions from the audience? Can we get a motion to stop and then adjourn from the public hearing?
Make a motion that we adjourn from the public hearing. Second.
And it's been moved by Board Member Hamilton, second by Board Member Hargrave, that we move from the public hearing. Can I get a roll call? District 1, District 2, District 3, yes. District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7, District 8.
Yes.
Now we'll make a motion and second that we come into our regular board meeting. Special meeting. Special meeting. Yeah. And I get a motion and second that we come into our regular special board meeting.
I make a motion that we come to our special board meeting. Second.
Moved by Board Member Hamilton, second by Board Member Hargrave, that we come into our special board meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Did we stand? Roll call order, District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4,
Yes.
District 3, yes, District 4, yes, District 5, District 6, District 7, District 8.
Yes.
We stand. And we'll start with that. Amen. Praise the Lord.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
New business, new business need to be added. And I get no new business. Can we adopt the agenda?
Make a motion that we adopt the agenda as printed. I second.
Moved by Board Member Hamilton, second by Board Member Hargrave, that we adopt the agenda item 8. All in favor, say aye. Item B.
we will go forward and adopt Resolution 1, which is, the actual millage taxes that we would have set. And it needs to be read aloud, so I'll do that. Be it resolved by the School Board of the Parish of Madison, Louisiana, in a public meeting held on November 10th, 2025, which meeting was conducted in accordance with the Open Meetings Law and the additional requirements of Article 7, Section 23C of the Louisiana Constitution and revised statute 47:1705B, that the following adjusted millage rates be, and they are hereby levied upon the dollar of the assessed valuation of all property subject to ad valorem taxation within said parish for the year 2025 for the purposes of raising revenue. The millage for school regular, 4.360 mills. School district number 2, 5.080 mills. School board bond, 12.00 mills. Be it further resolved that the assessor of the parish of Madison shall extend upon the assessment roll for the year 2025 the taxes herein levied, and the tax collector of said parish shall collect and remit the same to said taxing authority in accordance with law. The foregoing resolution was read in full, the roll was called on the adoption thereof, and the resolution was adopted by the following votes. Then we will certify the foregoing as a true and exact copy of the resolution adopted at the meeting held on November 10, 2025, at which meeting a quorum was present and voting in Tallulah, Louisiana, this 10th day of November. Colonel Fountain.
Any discussion from the board? Is there any discussion from the audience? Any questions? No. Can I get a motion to adopt resolution number 1?
I motion that we adopt the resolution number 1. It's number 2.
It's 1 or 2?
1.
1. It's been moved by Board Member Guthrie, second by Board Member Patterson, that we adopt resolution number 1. Roll call, District 1. Any questions? No. District 1, District 2, District 3, yes. District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7, District 8.
Yes.
Yes. Pass. You skipped item C, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And we'll move.
Did you want me to address
Yeah,
that? Reverend
yeah,
Brown?
yes, sir.
The reason we're passing over item C is because it had to do with the subject matter that was subject of the hearing that we were supposed to have conducted prior to the start of the regular special board meeting. And because that was mooted by virtue of the inability to advertise that millage issue twice, more than 30 days prior to the hearing, we were unable to pass that. So we need to just move item C on the agenda. Thank you.
Item C, remove. Can we, item D, discuss November regular board meeting date to be changed from 17 to the 18th of November. You want to change to the 18th?
Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I think that, maybe discussion had already been had on that. Mr. Quayla's gonna be out of town and out
Okay.
of pocket, so.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Or discussion? Any discussion from, questions from the audience? Can we get a motion to change from the 17th to the 18th?
I move that we change the regular board meeting from the 17th of November to the 18th of November.
Second.
Been moved by Board Member Hargrave, second by Board Member Hamilton, that we change from the 17th to the 18th to have our official regular board meeting. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Item E, still the finance committee member, and the finance committee meeting schedule changed. We have it here. And you want me to read it, you got it?
I'll address it if you want me to. We had discussed, and I really would very much like to have our finance committee meetings become more appropriately, working meetings for finance. There's a lot of documentation that needs to be presented to the board through the finance committee for them to review it more thoroughly before it ever comes to the board. Now, let me clarify by saying this. The entire board will receive all the documentation that the finance committee receives, so no one will be left out. And of course, the finance committee can take no action without the board. The only thing they can do is make a recommendation to the board. They can review items and make a recommendation to the board. So, originally, I think there was some discussion of different folks being on the committee. Because it's gonna be during the day, which will also be conducive to being able to be working and even if possible pulling reports or whatever needs to be done, the folks that were available during the day are kind of the ones that I pulled from. Of course, at any time that there is a finance committee meeting, the committee members would be actually the voting members of the committee, and but board members can attend anything. I mean, they would actually be kind of like in the audience, so to speak. But anybody can attend. You don't have to be on the committee, so you can attend also. It's merely to try to develop a deeper understanding of finance for going forward when I'm not here anymore. So I'd like to kind of get that going. So I have spoken with these people, and they are willing to serve. Michelle Crawford, Paula Hamilton, Rita Hargrave, and then today I spoke with Miss, and I am just blank as I can be right this moment, Kathy Gulford. And she is interested, I believe, in being on the committee.
Well, Michelle asked me some months ago about being on there. Now, if it's not filled at fourth spot, I will take it if no one else don't want to be on it, but she did ask me some months back.
Okay. Is there any other comments about wanting to be on it, or which would, I guess, leave you today? I did speak with Reverend Fountain early, and he said he didn't have any interest in being on the committee. Do you have any interest in the committee? Okay. Well, again, everyone's welcome to come. They just wouldn't actually be physically on the committee. And all the information is going to go out to each board member, so you'll have the information, just as much access to asking questions as anybody else, okay?
So is this the only committee?
Well, no, y'all have some other committees that's already established.
Okay.
So I think she probably has a list of those. There's 3 other committees, isn't that correct? Yeah.
And we have addressed it from the fiscal year, Dr. Coleman, get that piece up.
Beginning of the year?
Yeah, and then we get it next year.
So Kathy, may I add you to that? Okay.
Once every 3 months. And if you need that, that's it.
Okay, then of course, in attendance will always be, the educational leaders, which would be Dr. Butler and Ms. Lovett, Ms. Lucille Lovett, myself as the fiscal administrator, Sharon Bridgewater as human resources, and Velvet Sims as our business manager. Of course, the committee can ask for anyone specifically to attend that might be relevant to the discussion that day, or, someone that's requested needs to be excused, that could be a thing with the committee. Also, I believe that I've spoken with John Guys about the possibility of adding a board policy where if one of the committee members can attend, that we can have another committee member attend in their place. So that would be an easy transition, just, you can't make it and you can get somebody else to attend in your place. So if you would like to, have the board vote on that, Reverend Franklin?
Yes, ma'am. Any question, discussion from the board? Any discussion discussion from the audience? Still in changing the finance committee members in the finance committee meeting to schedule a name that Ms. Debbie have brought before the board. Can I get a motion and second to approve?
I move that we approve, the finance committee meetings to be held at 10 a.m. in the morning on the second Monday of the month, except for December, and it will be held on December the 8th at 10 a.m.
Second.
It's been moved by board member Congress, second by board member Hamilton, that will approve, consider the change of the finance committee member, finance committee meeting schedule. But, how you gonna have it every?
Once a month, the second Monday of the month.
And, Reverend Fountain, I think you need to identify the members of the committee for the purposes of the record.
Okay. The chairperson of the finance committee is Ms. Shelley Crawford, Paula Hamilton, Rita Hargrave, and Ms. Kathy Guthrie. The other in attendance in the finance committee meeting, Deborah Finley, physical administrator, Cheryl Bridgewater, human resource, and Thelma Sims, the business manager.
So the motion needs to be for the meetings to go forward as scheduled and proposed with the committee members as just identified. If somebody needs to make that motion, it needs to be seconded and then voted upon.
Repeat it to Ms. Hargrave again.
We need a motion to go forward with the finance committee meetings as scheduled, the second Monday of every month, and starting on December 8th, and that the committee members shall be those identified as Reverend Fountain just read for us here.
I move that the finance committee meetings will be held at 10 in the morning on the second Monday of each month, except for the month of December, and it will be held on the 8th of December at 10 a.m. And finance committee members will be Shelley Crawford, chairperson, Paula Hamilton, Rita Hargrave, and Kathy Guthrie. And the educational leaders in attendance will be Dr. Charlie Butler, Lucille Lubbock. And others in attendance will be Deborah Finley, the fiscal administrator, Sharon Bridgewater, human resources, and Velvet Sims, the business manager.
Second.
Been moved by board member Hargrave, second by board member Hamilton, that we do consider the change of the finance committee, members of the finance committee meeting, November 8th, 2025.
And call for a vote.
Okay. Roll call, District 1, District 2, District 3, yes, District 4, District 5,
Yes.
District 6, District 7, District 8. District 8,
Yes.
motion approved. All right. Now, can we do the favor, we get a motion